A few moments ago, Buckingham Palace announced the death of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II.
It was one of the biggest news stories of 2022, the longest reigning British monarch, Queen Elizabeth II, passing away at the age of 96. After decades of waiting, Elizabeth's oldest son ascended to the throne, beginning the reign of King Charles III.
God save the King!
An official coronation ceremony will be held in May, but that won't be the only key storyline to follow in the coming weeks and months. Already, many Commonwealth nations are reevaluating ties to the royal family, and that includes Canada.
Three-quarters of Quebecers say they won't get up at night to say, remove monarchy, but they say it's an old thing. We don't need it anymore. Most of Canadians do also.
The loudest noise is coming from members of the Bloc Québécois, who asked Parliament to consider ending Canada's relationship with the monarchy. The party argues that not enough Canadians believe the institution is necessary anymore.
I think only parliamentarians still believe in that thing for some reason. Not opening the Constitution is probably the reason.
Indeed, any move to alter Canada's ties with the monarchy would require an amendment to the Constitution, something that would be easier said than done.
The problem is, the grass is greener, but it's always greener on the other side of the septic tank, and it's a really difficult journey from here to having a Canadian head of state. It's a major change to our Constitution.
A national survey conducted shortly after the Queen's death showed that nearly 60% of Canadians would support a referendum to reassess our ties to the monarchy. But our Prime Minister doesn't appear to be among that majority. Speaking to CityNews a day before the Queen's funeral, Justin Trudeau appeared unwilling to pursue the possibility.
Yes, there's people who say, okay, maybe we could make a change to our system of government, but very few people say, oh, we don't have a stable system of government now. We could always think about changes, but I've always said, let's wait until we've settled everything else, and I don't think there's any big urgency to open the Constitution. We'll stay focused on the things that matter to Canadians now.
Making matters more complicated, a unanimous agreement involving the Senate, the House, and all of the provinces and territories would be required in order to sever ties with the monarchy. While that may sound nearly impossible, some still believe it's worth a try.
There are lots of things that have been difficult in Canada's past to do, and we forged ahead and we did it anyway. And I'll cite the patriating of the Constitution and our Flag Act as perfect examples of how difficult they were, but we went ahead and did them anyway. And looking back on them, we recognize them as pivotal moments in Canada's evolution as a nation.
For CityNews, I'm Xiaoli Li.